Alright, what's up guys, we're back here again. We are checking out the Monokuma file. The victims were Kufumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The causes of the deaths for each was a blow to the head. Bang. It is though. Oh wait, hold up. I'm sorry, I forgot to move my mic in front of me. I bumped my mic. I'm also so very sorry about that too. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it.
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. I mean, I guess so. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe. I just realized my camera's really low. That's alright. Something just to sit right with them.
Well,
there's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celesta and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing, Carrie? Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification.
so then.
So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry, I can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just wanted to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words,
We only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal?
well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this country, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. Two blackened, so just one person.
well now.
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened, an accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see why Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
however,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose I can't hurt to pursue further information. You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend and genocide Jack. What? I'm offended! Yeah. When did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl. Milk sack? Why do I gotta be a suspect? Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. She's not wrong. So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Akofumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Fumi's body. Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing. That's not a good kind of thing you should be bragging about. Another topic. Should we post a the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
so then.
Hina, I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
That's that. Let's begin. Yeah, she's a bit of an idiot. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Ina. You're not an idiot. You're fine. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us have an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. You might be right about that. Monokuma file number 3 has been added to the truth bullet sections of your handbook. Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Oh, what is it? After Hifumi and Take's body disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sayaka stuck together. And it became right to the repository too, you know. Look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? Yeah, it was locked. We came here as soon as the search started. So there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the body has begun, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. There are many aspects to this incident this time. Too many to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. So would you like my help? Sure, I guess. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, and you and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up. So we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. Soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. I'm gonna just take a picture of this just in case I decide to use this instead of the other thing as my thumbnail. But you never know. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not longer after leaving the nurse's office... What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something moving around. Oh yeah, it's a flashback. Based on Celeste's claim, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? I don't care about fucking backflashes. And then, God, why is she still talking? My throat hurts. Her voice is harder to keep up. It's not as bad. It's not like, just kind of like, so. Oh wait, I already have a water. Haha. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celestina and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect on the 3rd floor. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I let Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened.
However...
But at the same time, we had discovered Take's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Take's bodies were discovered right around the same time, because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? And you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Then we remembered he had abandoned the unconscious Taco and rushed back to the equipment room. Oh wait, yeah, fuck, that's her talking. This can't be happening, we're hallucinating or something. This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And there we discovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
However,
looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at this case again, just let me know. I'm fine, okay. It's not really hard to understand. I kind of know what's going on. Byakuya, do you think Kira really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attackers and the murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. The last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words,
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of a century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
what?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? Probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing two people?
What?
What? Because all the rules say is, if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing two people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps. I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with that attitude? But you have my appreciation. Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air and he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? There were two killers. I assume there might have been two killers for this. Having a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. Door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me worry. Wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from the inside of the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository, so that certain someone... repository door. The certain someone was the man in there. Should I probably look around a little more? Oh, right. I should look at the bodies. I'm an idiot. I talked to everyone before looking at the body. Taka. He'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 under his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a chart laid out under his body. The killer used this to move Taka's body. That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Blue tarp has been added to the truth bullets. Alright, so that's... I didn't mean to do that. That's what I meant to do. Alright, so we can look at Hifumi's body, which doesn't have a tarp underneath it. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. He is a really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here to the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third. And all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I think I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi myself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh, wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped off his wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Hifumi's glasses have been added to the truth sections of your thingy. Okay, that was obviously what was used to move. Still, only it doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh, but wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. There's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. That's the explanation for that. Repository dolly has been added to your truth section. Is that it? Oh, right. Some of the hammers on here are missing. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the walls, although some are more like mallets. Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. It's wet. Did someone wash it recently? My throat, sorry. Spotless hammer has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Hifumi's body was found, and the equipment room where Taka's was found. Alright, cool. Let's go on ahead. The repository, and yes. Alright, cool. We're going over here this way. Because this is obviously closer. There's no reason for me to not go this way. My hand itches. Alright. Boop, boop, boom. Bum, 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 Alright, blue tarps. Huh, this is tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. And just recently too. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There's blood on its tire. Could that blood come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Equipment room bloodstain has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi's? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way you get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Alright, reach the top. Where are you at? Here's another far, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. It's up to you. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Huh, this tarp. Okay, so is that all that's seen in this area? Seems like it, yep. Alright, we can leave this we can leave the equipment room. So let's go down to the other place. Sorry. I wonder what's on the 4th floor. Let's go in here, actually, just to check out the hammer. See if there's anything else that stands out about this place. It's just the hammer. So that's... Was she really attacked with this? Just hammer 1? What the heck is with this thing? Okay, this is all nothing. Nothing important. Live there? Yes. Bump, 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 bump. Alright, let's go ahead and go into the nurse's office now, because we don't really need to go into any other place. The library, actually. We can go to the library. Because Hifumi was found in the library, and he was he here with another Justice Hammer? I don't remember. No, he wasn't. He was just found here. Because he was hurt. Right. So 1... No, 2 had to have been in the... Right? Because 1 was there. 4 was there. 3. 2 had to have been in the library. Am I missing it? Huh. 2's missing. That's interesting. At least I think 2 is missing. Was 2... Yeah, 2 is definitely missing. Okay, let's go down here. Fuck the pull. Suck my dick. Alright, nurse's office. Let's go in here. We'll see the pool of blood. No wheel traction in it. Just kind of weird. Okay, there's Justice Hammer 3. Justice Hammer 3, the one that's used to kill Fumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. I feel like there's more. Oh wait, I meant to tab. This trash can wasn't able to be used before. It's just a normal trash can. Oh wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cover cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ah, but it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth? It's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either. But I think it might be important. Glasses cleaning covers are added to Selections Handbook. It's obviously Hifumi's glasses cleaning covers. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes,
Correct.
indeed.
Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the blood body was gone. You could not have been gone for more than a minute or 2. Yeah, Hifumi said the same thing. Hina said the same thing. The killer was able to get in and move the Hifumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... Can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celestia's account. Was he, Is this where you were? I've been looking for you. You have. I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, and let me give you this. This is the note Hiro wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so I left an impression.
It's all clear.
Anyways, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow even more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. Okay. So I think what is happening. So he said go to Hiro's room, but what's waiting for me there? I think what's happened with Hifumi's body is that he wasn't actually killed. He wasn't killed until he got up to the top floor. Because I think what had happened is he was in on this whole, like, murder. He wanted to be in on it. He was like, he probably killed Tataka. And then he was like, he had Shihiro help him. So he pretended to be dead. So he put blood on himself from Taka's body or whatnot. And then he moved up to the to the top floor to help Hishiro move the body from that place to this other place, right? I think it's coming together. And then Hishiro got a mallet from the wall and actually killed Hifumi. I don't know why though, but I think that's what has happened, which is why the other mallet is washed and not dirty. Anyways, let's go to Shahiro's room. The door is locked. I guess I can't go inside. Byakuya said to go and look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take a plunge. Oh fuck, his room is intense. This is Hishiro's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get it all for? What the hell is the camera freaking out? Oh, it is. Okay. More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room. What do I search? Boxes are pretty nice. Let's search the boxes. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something and something made out of it. It looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. The handwriting! Justice blueprints have been added to the truth section. Okay. So is that Hifumi's handwriting that wrote that? My brain is slowly oozing juices out of it. Makoto, big news, big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too! Robo Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. To think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran up to the second floor as fast as I could. Kyoko and...
I mean...
Phew, man, I have had the worst day. Hiro. Let's talk to Kyoko first, she's my lover. I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caressed my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace. There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
It's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? She know how people think she might be spying for the mastermind. First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up and then I was here. Don't care, do something about that costume, it pains me just to look at you. Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? Didn't make that stupid freaking thing.
it would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting out. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your... You can't put the clasps on, I assume... Oh, wow. You can't put the clasps on if you're the one that is inside. That, like, if you're going inside of it, I assume since it's on the back, you can't put the clasps on. Someone puts you inside of the suit. Huh, okay. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Phew, free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly this suit fits Hiro?
So
More to the point that nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a second.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
Is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be?
And it's obvious the one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone was Hero. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea, we wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on guys, I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided you killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on yourself before you convict me. Fine. If you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a beat, Hina started putting on the Robosuit costume. See?
See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
That's maybe perhaps the only smart thing she said in this series. I'm sorry. Now how if Hina took the suit back off again? Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. I guess I will. I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried to... I love these little comic relief sessions in between all this killing and murder. It's like, oh hey, let's have a costume test. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this. See, I told you it was impossible. Well, I don't get a cinematic thingy yet. You were absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hero's body exactly. Then there's another costume. They must have had one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
What the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must offend it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the
Who
worst.
cares? He was the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway. Which is how we know it was him. I mean, it was really true. Is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? What just this costume has been added to the truth bullet section. Oh, there's still more. Okay, let's go in here and open thing. There's a big lock in the... Well, let's talk to Hina.
What the heck?
There's no talking your way out of this. You did it. Everyone knows it. Let's talk to Hiro.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured that out. Someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Ufumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it! I did not! Wait, hold on. Those 2 are the ones that were killed.
How about that?
That's it, I know who did it!
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Ufumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
At least 30%
Which means Alter
right.
Ego and or Chihiro must have done it!
correct.
I see, that's unfortunate. Huh? Unfortunate? Stop trying to trick us, just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh,
Oh, I know that note. Note? Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a home, maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on, he could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Well, really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if it's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? God, they preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. But please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issues with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. The heck, for serious? Yashihiro's account has been added to the truth sections of the bullets. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Why? Why did you kill them? Well, tell us, Hiro. No, it's like I said. Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me. Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. You have time to yell at me. Carry on. You have time to search for your evidence, right? Ah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit on that note. Feet don't fail me now. Guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genesect Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Kodo, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation. Looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later when we have time, you will tell me why you disappeared.
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply. Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay. Thanks. Now then, shall we? Is she really a spy? I hope she's not. I love her. I hope she's not a spy. So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpse. Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living. Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer? Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, right. Okay, then show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. I guess we should head right now. Alright, upper floor. We gotta go up a floor, which is right over here. Up to the tippity top, top. Guys, what the fuck is wrong with me? Get back, here's that. What the fuck is wrong with my computer? Oh, jeez. Wow. But only for a moment. Well then, let's start. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and probing the bodies. Monokuma was right, they were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Alright, I'll talk to you again. Makoto, I found something. You did. You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? You did. Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch. Take a look. It's broke. You can see the hands aren't moving right. It's almost likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime after, just after 6. But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey you, how long oh, because he pointed at the watch! Okay, wrist pattern is simply point at his witch watch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that, bedtime for babies, blah 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 blah. So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Broken wristwatch have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. It appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something bright in there. Can you try and pry it out? Me?
Because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Fucking hell. Okay. Okay, I'll do it! As much as I didn't want to, I grabbed Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly gripped fist. A piece of paper.
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Fumi's body.
So then.
Let's check Fumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper. Kiyotaka has been added to the brief section's bullets. Now let's look at... do I talk to you again, right? So, did you find anything? I did, more than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A lot of paper.
That's right.
Fumi had it hidden on him. Hidden.
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. His pants, wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyways, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead and Makoto open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Kufumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. Oh wow, I found a hole, maybe we can escape. A note. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for new. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. I found a note. Okay, I'm just gonna...
So...
That sounds very similar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. That he was telling us the truth.
However...
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night someone wiped the word note on the door. Here's what he said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so we rec room at 1 a.m. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. His note wrote Fumi said 6 a.m. And also the equipment.
Right?
Hold on, just because Fumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him.
So...
Part of it had been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to the part that had been ripped. Huh, could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully. Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tight? I have no idea.
So then.
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper, but he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Huh.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. 2 victims this time definitely had their ebooks on them. So the ebooks have nothing to do with how the murderers were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the ebooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where the handbook may play a role. Handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. E-handbooks, cool. Ding dong! Here we go! And this is going to be our big boy episode. Because it takes about an hour to go through a fucking class trial. Or...
Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
Or I could stop the video and restart it.
Burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death.
You're a fucking idiot, Monokuma.
And so,
With
no
further ado,
everyone, please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the
see you soon.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to its end. You'll have to figure out the rest on for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Okay. Alright. This one's a little shorter, but it's for good reason, because these class trials, they're long, boys, aren't they? Alright. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys comment, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.